Pleasure bringing Adam McCalvy right now to talk more about the Milwaukee Brewers. I loved your story at MLB.com, of course, covering the Brewers about the bell. Now, when I think of bells, I'm thinking of Ernest Hemingway, for whom the bell tolls. I'm thinking of Will Ferrell, more cowbell. How are bells now part of the Brew Crew?
Well, the best traditions in clubhouses and dugouts are organic, and this one is pretty organic. Quentin Berry is the Brewers' first base coach, Jason Lane, their third base coach. And for the last 2 years, when a guy made what Berry described as a ball player play, a big home run can be certainly it. The Brewers have hit some of those, but it can be going first to third. It can be taking an extra base. It can be a great defensive play. They sort of catch each other's eye across the field, and one of them would raise a hand and ring an imaginary bell for the ball player play. So Quentin Berry said he's been looking for a bell for days and weeks and couldn't find one. He said he'd be shocked how hard it is to find a bell. Well, they found a bell. Wednesday night, they installed the bell, and they hit a ton of home runs in this series against the Reds. They set a record 20 home runs in the homestand. They scored 34 runs, and they swept the Reds in that 3-game series. So the bell got rung a lot. And the thing I learned, do you know what the little dangly metal thing that makes the noise, do you know what that's called, Adnan?
I actually do not know, Adam. Indulge me.
I learned along with Willie Adames, who we learned that it's called a clapper. So Willie broke the thing. They put it in on Wednesday. Willie came out to the dugout, and you know him. He's Mr. High Energy. He wanted to ring the thing. He instantly broke it. So they had to fix it before they even used it in the game. Then yesterday, he hit 2 more home runs. He's the reigning National League Player of the Week. He looks like he's going for another one. And he broke the thing again, so they had to do a mid-game repair. So I don't know. There's a big Coast Guard station in Milwaukee. I think the Coast Guard, I tweeted at them yesterday hoping to see if they'd come up with a better bell for the Brewers.
I like the fact that Berry said we can't be ringing it on every single, it's meant to be an event. And hopefully we'll keep Willie Adames away from the clapper. As far as the team itself is concerned on the field, the pitching is no surprise excellent once again, a 3.09 ERA, third in baseball behind the Dodgers and the Yankees. What is surprising, Adam, is this. The fact that Woodruff and Peralta both have ERAs north of 5, and yet they have a pitching staff that is still third in ERA. How are they doing this?
Well, look, the guy pitching tonight from Milwaukee, Eric Lauer, is a great place to start. 24 strikeouts over his last 2 games. His velocity has been ticking up year over year since he put on a Brewers uniform. He's come into his own as still a young player in the league. And then the guy after that, Corbin Burns, obviously, is pitching again like a Cy Young Award contender after winning the award last year. The Brewers went 3 games in a row. Woodruff had a nice strikeout game in this last homestand. They went 3 games in a row with double-digit strikeouts for the first time in their history. So, and then look, Aaron Ashby is another guy that I think deserves some credit for keeping this rotation in the good spot that it's in. He's gone back and forth between the rotation and the pen, just like a lot of those other guys. Corbin Burns did that several years ago. Brandon Woodruff did that. They have a good tradition of bringing guys up and moving them around, and guys accept that role. And Aaron Ashby has been that guy so far this year. So Woodruff, Peralta, as you said, are still sort of getting into it. I think Brandon Woodruff has had some really good signs. Freddie Peralta yesterday against the Reds, he's still trying to find that rhythm start to start in the season. But when he does, they're in great shape. And by the way, they had the pitcher of the month in the International League in AAA in Ethan Small. So he's kind of the next guy up should they need someone. So in the pitching department, they are in very good shape. If they can keep hitting a little bit, they should be a formidable team in the NL.
Ethan Small, much better than former Major Leaguer Aaron Small, at least right now. The offense has certainly been stepping up with guys like Rowdy Tellez, Andrew McCutchen's been awfully good, Colton Wong. You mentioned Adames, Christian Yelich, even 5 hits last 4 games. Guys average was 247. That's all good news because this big series against the Atlanta Braves, a 3-game set, Adam, and obviously the Braves are the ones that shut the Brewers down in last year's playoffs. How excited is Milwaukee, and how eager are they to try to make up for what happened last time?
Well, look, I think Yelich said it best last night. The Braves are going to still have their rings, even if the Brewers come in and sweep this 3-game series. And then the teams meet again next week or the week after that. So they're going to see a lot of each other over the next couple of weeks. And the story of that NLDS was that the Brewers stopped hitting. Their offense really went quiet for the last several weeks of the regular season and into the postseason. And look, I think this is a series that raises some eyebrows. They know the Braves are a very good team. And they want to come in and obviously play well. They're a team on a roll, and you want to keep that going. And look, the narrative right now for the Brewers is that they're beating up on sub-500 teams. But as Craig Counsell says, you play the teams that are on your schedule. You don't choose how the schedule falls. You play the games and you try to play well. They're playing well no matter who the opponent is right now. And certainly they'll try to keep it going here in Atlanta. But I think, that first run is probably going to feel pretty good because they didn't score much in the 2 games here in Atlanta last year.
Adam McCalvy does a great job covering the Brewers for MLB.com. Hopefully the rest of the weekend goes nice and smooth, Adam. Thank you.
The bell will be there. So I'll go ring the bell in the dugout today and we'll see if it's intact.
As long as that clapper doesn't get hurt, we're going to be good.
Hey,
Clap on,
keep
clap
the clapper
on.
in good shape and you're good. Thanks, Adam.